Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. We have a lot of big news to cover, some good news, some bad news. So in today's video, we're first going to go over how today on Thursday, there will be a vote on another stimulus package in the Senate. We're going to go over exactly what is expected to come from this vote, and then after that, we're going to get into how while Mitch McConnell and Steven Mnuchin are hoping for another stimulus package to pass and hope this bill passes today, other top Republican senators made pessimistic predictions Wednesday about this next bill and about this bill passing. And then finally, we're going to go over how Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer was actually the most optimistic about getting a bill passed. And he said that Republicans are under growing political pressure to get a deal, and he is seeing a lot of signs from President Trump and other Republicans that they will compromise and bring the total price tag significantly up to help agree on a deal. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free to do so. In addition, it says about 50% of you watching are not subscribed. So if you'd like to stay up to date on the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, as well as other news updates, then please be sure to subscribe. Also, don't forget, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. So we're first going to go over what Mitch McConnell and Steven Mnuchin said about the vote today, and then after that, make sure to stick around until the end because we're going to go over how Chuck Schumer is very optimistic about a bill passing. Today on Thursday, there will be a vote for a second stimulus package in the Senate. On Twitter, Mitch McConnell said, Republicans will not let Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer kill virus relief bills behind closed door without putting every senator on the record. So he said, today we'll vote to protect workers' paychecks, keep kids safe in schools, and win health care fight against the virus. He goes on to say this in response to Pelosi and Schumer saying the bill was going nowhere, that the bill would not pass in the House, and that McConnell doesn't even have enough votes for this bill to pass in the Senate. So basically, Mitch McConnell said they are still going to vote today and they're not going to let Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer discourage them from voting. This vote today will most likely be one of the first steps along a long and winding road, which may or may not end with a deal before Election Day. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said yesterday on Wednesday he wasn't sure whether a new bill would be passed before the election and before Congress leaves for senators to go on their campaign trails at the end of the month. When asked if Congress would leave in 2 weeks without a stimulus deal and not return before the election, McConnell said that, I don't know, I hope that's not the case, but he's not for sure. He said he would really like them to agree on a second stimulus bill, but he can't say what's going to happen, how everyone is going to vote, because he simply doesn't know. He explained how the race for treatments and vaccines has gone without additional funding that Republicans wanted to deliver, and families have gone without economic relief that Republicans wanted to put in their pockets, while Washington Democrats have kept trying to run the clock until election, until November. Next up is Steven Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, who's been the lead negotiator in previous stimulus package negotiations between the White House and Congress, sounded very similar and had a very similar note when asked earlier in the day about the odds for a second stimulus package before the end of the year. He said, I don't know, when asked about the next stimulus bill, but he goes on to say that we'll see, but I hope there is another bill that passes. Hopefully the Senate can pass this bill today, and then the House of Representatives can agree on it later in this week. He says it's extremely important to a lot of people out there, and they want a bill to pass. Next up is while Mitch McConnell and Steven Mnuchin are hoping for another stimulus package to pass, other top Republican senators made pessimistic predictions Wednesday about securing a bipartisan relief bill before the November election, signaling instead they will just try to pass legislation that will avoid a government shutdown before they head home for campaigning. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said he was optimistic that Republicans would deliver strong support for the GOP's $500 billion bill that they are voting on today, but he declined to say whether his majority would be fully on board and if they would get the total number of votes they needed. Democrats have indicated that they will shelve the Republican measure as insufficient whether it passes or not. And Senator Richard Shelby, chairman of the Senate Appropriations Committee, said that unless something really broke through, it's not going to happen. This bill isn't going to pass both the Senate and the House of Representatives this coming week. In addition to him, Senator Rand Paul, a Kentucky Republican, said, "I'm not for borrowing any more money." So while there have been a lot of pessimistic senators about the second stimulus package, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer was actually the most optimistic about getting a bill passed, saying Republicans are under growing political pressure to get a deal and seeing signs that the Trump administration is more open to a compromise now more than ever. He explained to reporters on Wednesday that if this bill isn't passed today, if they don't get as many votes as they need, there is a very high chance that they will come back to the table and will get a better, bigger bill. And that's what he and Nancy Pelosi are hoping for. So they said they don't think this bill is going to pass today, but he thinks because this bill doesn't pass today, it will lead to a bigger bill with direct stimulus checks and more stimulus measures in it. So he thinks that it's actually a very good sign for more stimulus to come. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That's just a quick update on the second stimulus check and second stimulus package as of Thursday, September 10th, 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.